Hi, I'm Kenny from Mini Bull Design, and the carpenters just finished up doing a project here on my tree house that I have on top of this building. They put a porch on the front of it. They took the deck off and put down plastic planking and pressure-treated frame, and then built a screen porch just like is on the house on the front of this, and matched the roof right onto it. So let's go up and take a look at it. One of the many projects I've had done lately. Now they put a railing on the stairs here. It's really steep. And then they put a little landing up top so that when you go up, you can stand on the landing and open the door. It's a little more steady. And this railing is a nice touch too. And you come up and so you get a railing here to hang on to. And open the door and step inside. Once you're inside, you can see that I have a roof with a light and screens. I'll try to stand over in the corner and give you some perspective, but the camera doesn't have a wide enough angle lens to give you an idea of what it looks like. And then the view out, you're up in the treetops. Cool, huh? Yeah, look down, see the dooryard, the garage. See the house over there? Pretty cool, huh? Go over here and look down the steps. So, that's one project. Now, the other project is, today, two masons showed up and went up on the chimney and took the top 10 feet off of the chimney, and they're rebuilding it. I had another gentleman build the chimney, but he didn't do such a good job, and the tiles cracked, and it had all kinds of problems, so we just took the top 10 feet off where the problem was, and tomorrow they're going to come back. Now that they've got it all taken down, tomorrow they're going to come back and build the chimney back up and top it all out. So that's another project. Now personally, I've got some projects here I'm working on, so let's go in and take a look at those too. Now, I'm in the process of building a fifth recumbent bike, this one right here, three-wheeler tricycle. And the deal on this one was the last tricycle I built, when I got it all done, it weighed about 60 pounds, maybe a little bit more. This one, my goal was to build it as light as possible, and taking all the knowledge that I'd gained from the other five, or the other four, I learned a lot about making things lighter and simpler. So this one, right now, without the seat and the chain, as the only thing left, weighs about 32 pounds. So it's going to be a fairly light bike when I get all done with it. So I got C700 wheels all the way around with the little 1 1/8 tires, and I think it's going to be a real good bike. This will probably, since I gave the last bike to Rich, the amputee guy who's diabetic and really wanted a bike bad to get some exercise, that was supposed to be Robert's bike, so I'll probably give this one to Robert. It's a little more upbeat, a little more upscale, a little easier going, and just a better bike, and I think Robert will get a kick out of it. I've got the seat on order. It hasn't been delivered yet, but when I get the seat, I'll put the seat and the chain on it, and I believe it'll be done. Now, for my own personal project for me, you probably saw these batteries setting here. I got 3 batteries here. They're like lawn tractor batteries, and I have got tangled up here. I have a wheel here that has a sprocket on it. Now this is the wheel and sprocket that came off my original electric car, and it's upside down now, but you can see it's got a freewheel on it. And it's made for a chain, and I have the motor that came off of that car. It's a Scott 1 horsepower, 4BB 1 horsepower motor, and it lost a lot of power towards the end, and the reason why it did was that the brushes got worn out in it. I drove it a lot, and the brushes wore out. Well, at the time, I didn't realize it, but after doing some reading, I pulled the motor out, pulled it apart. It came apart extremely, 2 bolts, and it came apart. It has 4 big brushes in it, 3/8 by 3/4 by 1, and they were worn really bad. But the commutator was still good. It didn't hurt it any, even though I really abused that motor. I did some crazy things with it. So I ordered a new set of brushes for it, which, by the way, cost me $100. Actually, $112 for 4 high copper brushes. They're high performance brushes. And when I get that, and I have a speed controller, I have a really big, expensive speed controller that's another comical story. I've been looking for the directions to wire up the speed controller for 2 months. And I finally pawed through a drawer. I couldn't find the directions on the internet. I finally pawed through a drawer and found the original directions and took it out and wired it up, and yes, it works perfect. It's all set to go. So I have the motor and the speed controller and all the sprockets and everything. All I've got to do now is decide what I'm going to make that's going to be electric powered. It changes from day to day, and maybe I won't make anything, but if I had my druthers, I think I'd like to make one of the Atomic Zombie choppers with a big wide tire, electric. He has them pedal powered, but I'd like to make one electric powered. But I'd also like to make an off-road, big wide tire, tote goat type thing to go through the woods with. There's 4 or 5 different things I'd like to make. I just haven't decided which one yet. So I cooked pancakes on my squirrel cage, my bongo squirrel cage tonight. After the boys got done working on the chimney, I went in the studio, and just for the heck of it, I dug out it had the Moab top on. I took the Moab off and put a turbo top on it, which I find to be almost perfect to cook pancakes with a 1 Egg Wonder fry pan. So I put a turbo top on and lit her up and mixed up a batch of pancakes, and that's what I had for supper, was pancakes cooked on a turbo top squirrel cage. And they were good. It was fun. And now I'm cranking off my 10 miles on my newest bike. Not my newest bike, next to newest bike. This one here. I'm going to ride 10 miles. I've been riding 10 miles every day on it. I've got in a couple miles now, and after I get done making this video, I'm going to go ride another 8 miles on that, which is probably one of the most comfortable bikes I've ever built. About equally comfortable to the trike that I gave to Rich. This is a very comfortable bike, and hopefully the next one will be even more comfortable. So I'm Tinny from Mini Bull Design. Bye-bye.